guys, we are gonna show you how to get the rear storage box installed on our rear door platforms. The box does come fully assembled, ready to mount up. There are a couple things that you'll probably need to adjust once you get it up into position. We'll cover those in a few minutes though, but it does come ready to mount up. So the tools that you'll need, ratchet, 9/16 socket, and then a 9/16 box wrench, open-ended wrench. The hardware will come inside of a small box inside of the actual storage box itself. When you take all that out, it's in individual bags. It'll come with the keys for your locks, 4 bolts, nylocks, and then 2 different types of washers, and then some Loctite. To get the box put up on there, the stack for hardware you want to do is pretty important as it helps seal the box itself. You're gonna go bolt on the inside with the sealing washer, the Belleville one. It's the one that has the rubber on the back of it. The rubber goes towards the back of the box. Then that'll go through and you'll have just regular flat washer on the back side, as well as a nylock that'll get compressed in there and keep everything nice and tight and keep it sealed so you're not getting water that weeps in through those openings. When you're game planning where you want to mount your box, you can mount it up and down pretty much anywhere on here. It does mount to the slot locations, these 3/8 slots or these holes. It does not fit in the 1/2-inch holes, the spacing's just not right. So it mounts into the 3/8 sized openings. You can justify it left side, right side, up, down, however you want to have your van. If you got a lift or something, it's a little taller. It does mount on the driver's side, passenger side, just the same. So best thing to do when you're kind of game planning where you want it to be is get a buddy. It's way easier to hold up there and get it sorted out before you go to bolt it up. So once you have the upper set of hardware in only and you're ready to lift, make sure you have the flat washer and the nylock, 2 of them set out to where you can grab them once you're up. Grab your buddy, make sure you've got your hole that you want to go into marked out if you want it centered or however you want it, and you're ready to get it picked up. You can leave the top ones just finger tight for now, and then we are gonna get the bottom ones installed, and then we'll come back and snug everything up once we've got it positioned perfect. Once you're ready to put the bottom ones in, little secret, if you actually pop this thing out and drop this all the way down, it gives you quite a bit more room. So once everything is hand tight in there, you've stepped back, you like where it's positioned, you're ready to tighten. The easiest way is to go the box wrench from the back side because it's pretty tight, and then ratchet from the inside. Once you got it all bolted down, the last thing to do is just check all the little adjustments and make sure that it is dialed in. First thing, check this nut, make sure that it's tight. If it's loose in shipment or something like that, just a crescent wrench on the back side, you can tighten that nut down. A little Loctite will keep that one snug. Then pop this thing up. The next thing to check is the compression of the bottom door. You don't want it so tight that it's crushing the gasket in there, but you also don't want it loose enough that it's not sealing all the way around. So check both sides and see how tight that is in there. You want a good snug fit. The way that that's adjusted is with this latch right here and this stud right here. What you'll do is you'll take a 10 mil wrench, you'll loosen one of these nuts, then you can thread this thing farther in, farther out as needed. Get those nuts snug, just fingers tight. Check it again, make sure that it feels good. Once it's good, come back and just give this one little crank down tight and you should be good. Once you get that adjusted, the next thing to check is these screws on your upper part. You do that by closing the door, closing the latch and pulling on this. You can see these are a little loose. These need to be adjusted. You want this to be tight to the pole, but not so tight you can't compress these. To adjust those, you take a 10 mil, you'll loosen up this jam nut, screw the bolt farther out, and then take the jam nut and tighten it back down. And then you want to tighten the jam nut itself in place. See how I made this longer? That'll be tighter. So then we'll come check again. There you go, nice and tight on the pull. Same thing with the other side, obviously. The other thing to check is to make sure your struts are all tight and good, or that your hinges are all tight and good. If your door is misaligned, but for any reason, or it becomes that way over time, the hinges, you can loosen those and adjust those, tighten them back down, and it'll get your doors aligned, but it should be dialed from the factory. So We're good there. In the hinges here, there is an Allen key on this side that you can tighten up or loosen up to help with the tension on the door as it swings, to kind of help make it not so heavy. That's it, your box is installed. Pretty simple one. Having a buddy definitely helps out, but there's not too much to this one. So if you guys have questions, if there's something we didn't cover, you have a unique situation, or just want to feel a little more confident in your ability to tackle it, reach out to our customer service team. They love to talk to you guys and are happy to help out. So reach out to those guys if you got questions.